Good day, here's the sun. In this video, I will show you step by step how to solve the income tax question by using my personal method that is simple but powerful. So income tax question is in your Mathematics Form 5 Chapter 4. Alright, so let's get started. Alright, so you just have to remember this emoji and you can solve every single income tax question by using this emoji. So what does it mean? This emoji consists of 3 parts. We read the emoji from the left to the right. So the first part, second part, and the third part. So let's look at the first part, this. So the dash means minus. Minus RED, what does it mean? So this step means we take the annual income and we minus the annual income with RED. R stands for tax relief, E stands for tax exemption, and D stands for donation. So in the end, we will get chargeable income. So that means the first step will help us to get the chargeable income. And then afterwards, the second and the third step will help us to get the income tax. So what does it mean by chargeable income? So chargeable income is the pure income that will be taxed. So now let's look into the second step, the T here. T stands for table. This table. So this table will be given in your exam paper, so don't worry, you don't have to memorize. During exam, they will give you. So this table shows you the rate of the income tax. So just now from the first step, we already get the chargeable income, right? So we can just compare the chargeable income with this table and we see the chargeable income that we calculated falls within which range. And then from there, we can confirm what will be the income tax rate. And then we can use this rate to get our tax. So don't worry, later I will show you. So the second step will help us to get the tax. So now let's look at the third step, minus R. What does it mean? It means minus rebate. So there are 2 steps to calculate our rebate. The first step is to check whether the chargeable income is less than 35,000 or not. If yes, then you will get a 400 ringgit rebate. If you can't see it, you can imagine like this. Today, your annual income is less than 35,000. That means you didn't earn that much during this year. So they give you some kind of discount. They tell you, don't cry, you didn't earn that much. It's okay. I won't charge you that much. I give back 400 to you. I give some discount to you, something like that. So you can imagine in that way if you can't see it. So this is the first step. You compare the chargeable income. If less than 35,000, then you will get a 400 rebate. So the second step to calculate rebate is check whether you have zakat or fitrah. So rebate is something that will be eliminated from your tax. So in short, the first step will help you to get the chargeable income. And the second step will help you to get the tax. And the third step will help you to calculate the rebate. So to calculate the income tax, we will minus the tax that we calculate in the second step here with the rebate. So we will minus the tax with rebate and we will get our income tax. So now we look into one example question to see how this emoji help us to solve the question. So this is from your past year trial 2024. So look at the question. The annual income of Anjaba is this. So the table below shows tax relief claimed by Anjaba. He had paid zakat amounting to this in that year. So now calculate the chargeable income for Encik Abah. For this question A, I just want to get the chargeable income. That means we just have to do the first step. So the first step is minus RED, minus relief exemption donation. So we just have to take the annual income minus our tax relief. Since we don't have exemption and donation in this question, so we just have to minus the tax relief. Okay, so the first one is 9,000. So we minus 9,000. And the second one, this one is 7,500. But look here, limit 7,000. So if you can see 2 numbers in the same row, should we choose this or this? Okay, listen to what I say. Choose the smaller number. 7,000 and 7,500. Which one smaller? This one smaller, right? So we'll choose this. 3,000 and 2,500. Which one smaller? This one smaller, right? So we choose this. 10,000 and 3,500. This one smaller, right? So we choose this. Next one, we only see one number here. We don't have the limit, so we just take this. So now we minus 9,000 and we continue to minus 7,000, 2,500, 3,500, 2,000. Then we will get our chargeable income, which is equals to 226,400. Alright, so this will be our chargeable income. So now question B. Hence, by using this table, calculate the income tax for that year. To calculate income tax, we will use the second and the third step, right? So the second step is to refer to the table. So the table is given here. So just now in question A, we already know the chargeable income is this amount, 226,400. So we just have to compare and see this amount lies within which range. So obviously it lies within this range. So we just have to look at this row. So the bottom one, we don't have to look at it. So how to use this table? First, for the first 100,000 ringgit, this will be your tax. We call it as the base tax. So after 100,000, the rest of the amount you will be charged at 24% this rate. So now first thing, our base tax is 10,900. And afterwards, the rest of the amount after 100,000 will be charged at 24%. So we take the chargeable income, 226,400. We minus with 100,000. Then we'll get 126,400. This is the amount that is left. So this amount will be charged at 24%. So we just have to time this amount with 24%. We will get 30,336 ringgit. So these two will be our tax. So this is the second step, which is we get our tax. So the third step is rebate. We minus the rebate. So remember I said there are two steps to calculate the rebate. The first step is to check whether your chargeable income is less than 35,000 or not. So now our chargeable income is how much? 226,400. Of course, more than 35,000 already. Encik Abah cannot get the 400 ringgit rebate. So now let's look at the second step. Is there any zakat or fitrah? Yes, he paid zakat amounting to 13,000. This 13,000 will be our rebate. So now the rebate is equals to 13,000. So to get the income tax, what is the formula? We'll use the tax minus rebate. The tax will be this plus this minus rebate. Okay, and then we will get the final answer, 28,236. So this will be our income tax. So pretty easy, right? You just have to follow this emoji. The first step to get the chargeable income, the second step to get the tax, the third step to get the rebate. And then calculate your income tax by using this formula, tax minus rebate. That's it. So now it's your turn to try out this question. And I will post the answer and my work solution in this Telegram study group. So I will put the link of this study group in the description box and the comment box below, so you can join if you wish. Also remember to like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm the Sun. Have a nice day.